typically I don't talk about albums that I don't like, right? I only talk about the albums that I do like. So you can probably put two and two together when it comes to Don't Tap the Glass and the fact that I'm talking about it and figure like, hey, he probably likes it. And you'd be right. There are 10 songs on this album. 9 have made it to my playlist. You know, on the Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out video that I made, all of the songs from that album made it on the playlist. 9 out of 10 made it here. Some of you numbers people that want like a number score, maybe you can use that. I don't like to do the whole number rating thing. I don't have any problem with anyone that does it that way. I just simply didn't put Mom and Them on any of my playlists because it's a minute and 15-second long song and just felt like a lead in to stop playing with me. That's literally the only reason. This album is so fun and insanely loopable. It's insane. I have accidentally looped through this album on long car rides all this week. Just naturally. Like I just get back to the beginning of the album and I'm like, oh, I guess we're back here again. And then I'm like, I guess I'll just have to listen to it one more time. And I've done that like, I don't know, a handful of times at this point. More than a handful. The album is very fun. And it really makes me respect Tyler's work ethic. Normally this kind of like putting out multiple albums and within like a year time frame would be pretty annoying. But with Tyler, we do get a lot of quality in his concept albums. And then even in this album, which there's no concept to it, it's not super deep. It's just meant to kind of be a fun album. It still feels like quality to me. If you disagree, you disagree. It's fine. I just don't really care all that much. Sucker Free, favorite on the album. We'll say that out the gate. It is the FICO of this album because I cannot stop humming, singing, whistling the melody to Sucker Free. It's my favorite on the album. Certain other songs could grow over time, especially that final 3 run. A lot of people have been talking about the final 3 songs on this album and how beautiful they are. And I agree. Don't You Worry, Baby is insanely catchy, insanely easy to get stuck in your head. But more importantly, I'll Take Care of You. The Crime Mob sample is crazy. It's crazy that you managed to fit that in with such a beautiful melody. And then also it's got the Cherry Bomb drum sample in it. Dear God. But it's beautiful. And it manages to just all work, which is kind of crazy considering I know people that really hated Cherry Bomb because it was very overly distorted, specifically like the drums, but it really works and I'll Take Care of You. But anyways, it's a short album. It's 28 minutes long, which means it's insanely easy to talk about. It's insanely easy to loop, but it's also really not super deep. You know, I like the idea of like this whole don't tap the glass, you know, leave your baggage at home, just move, dance, have fun. It makes sense for this album because it's just a fun album. It's really not that complicated. You know, if you either get it or you don't. And if you don't get it, it's fine. Who cares? But a couple highlights here. Big Poe, mainly Pharrell. Where did those verses come from, brother? And that's not me like judging them harshly. I love those verses. I mean, obviously I've heard Pharrell rapping in the past, but he sounds like this cadence and this the way like his inflection, I guess, is so different here compared to what I normally hear out of Pharrell when he raps that I want more. I kind of want Pharrell, like it's kind of interesting hearing Pharrell angry because he's just so chill. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he lets out a lot of his anger in his production, but I really enjoyed his verses. I would like to hear more of Pharrell rapping, to be honest with you. I know some people have talked about the mixing not being all too great on this album, which I guess makes sense. I'm not one of those people that get super picky over mixing, mainly because if you've ever done anything music related, specifically if you've ever talked to producers or you've ever like been friends with like certain music producers, like people that make beats or people that maybe make like EDM, whatever type of genre of music, there are some people that they hyper focus in on the mix and they miss the opportunity to make a good song. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like hearing something that's just completely mixed god awful to the point where it's unlistenable is fun. But I've known a lot of people who get super caught up on making like super clean mixes and all of their songs are boring. That's some people. Obviously, there's a lot of songs that have super clean mixes and sound really good, but there's some people that kind of miss like they focus a lot on the mix and they miss the making good music thing along the way. But it's all preference. I don't really get too caught up in any of that, unless it's so insanely distracting, and it usually isn't. Like, I'm usually going to tolerate most of it. I saw that Anthony didn't really like Sugar on My Tongue, which seems kind of crazy to me, but I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll get tired of it. I kind of thought that song would be up his alley, but I guess it wasn't. I thought the songs he would not like the most would be like Mom and Em and Stop Playing With Me. But it is what it is. It's just his opinion, right? But there's so, like, every time I kind of look or I find somebody that's discussing what they like about this album, they're each talking about like a different song. Like, I've seen people, go into detail about how much they love Ring 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 and how that's their favorite song on the album. Don't You Worry Baby, I'll Take Care of You are obvious examples. And Sucker Free. Like, there's so, like, you can find somebody that will talk about and go into detail about why they like a certain song from this album easily. And then of course the title song, Don't Tap That Glass, and Tweakin'. Honestly, it's crazy. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about Tweakin'. I prefer Tweakin' over Don't Tap That Glass, which is crazy to say because I like both, right? But yeah, short, sweet, to the point. Don't really need to make the video all too long. It's just a very easy listen, and not just because I think it sounds really good, but because it's not going to take you too long to get through it. It's really only going to take you like 30 minutes, It might take you your drive to work. Give it a shot one time. Give it a couple shots. Certain songs will probably end up growing on you. Sucker Free, I initially liked the first time I heard it. By the second and third time, I was getting it stuck in my head nonstop. So, fun album. I would for sure recommend it. I like that Tyler is able to do this whole randomly putting out an album in 6 months. I mean, technically it's been more than 6 months because of when Chromacopia came out, but he's been working on it for 6 months. But to get this and for it to be fun and something enjoyable to listen to without, being a concept album like a lot of the stuff he does, like his ability to mix this in with his regular work it's nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's refreshing because it kind of feels like some people really just throw shit together. There's a lot of people that put out multiple albums in a year, and it's just kind of whatever. There's they'll put out like 2-3 albums in a year. You might get like 2-3 good songs out of it. But with Tyler, I don't know. And I've been saying this recently, like anyone that wants to say that Tyler's in their top 3, I wouldn't even really judge him. But that's kind of overall. I kind of look at Tyler like I look at like Kanye at this point. That's going to make some Kanye fans mad, but what I'm trying to say here is like it goes beyond like the boxes that people have put him in, aka like just a rapper. The song like Sucker Free, it's kind of like whenever he won Best Rap Album for Igor, and people were like, it's not really like the songs in there that kind of are catching attention aren't really known for like being rap songs. His ability to just kind of make good music, for it to not necessarily just be super hyper focused on just being one genre, is pretty fucking cool, for lack of a better word, or lack of a better description. But yeah, I mean, not much else to say. Go listen to the album, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a fun time all the way through. And Pharrell, I want to hear you rapping like this more.